Hello, hello, welcome. Welcome to Love Tips and Velvet Lips. Hi, I am Marla Renee Stewart, here to help you with any of your questions, intimacy questions that you may have. I'm excited that you're here with me. It's a nice afternoon delight here on a Tuesday. So, if you have any questions, you can feel free to DM me at any given point in time, or you can always email me questions, send me questions, however you want to do it. Put it in the whatchamacallit, the comments. I'm happy to answer them. Today, this week, if you are not on my email list, please make sure you join my email list. But if you are not in touch with my email list, to this month, we are focusing all around the vulva and vagina, right? So we're thinking about all the different pleasure. We're thinking about sensitivity. We're thinking about anatomy. Well, this week we're thinking about anatomy. Next week we're going to be talking about oral pleasure, which is going to be great. But you have to understand, it seems like vulva, vagina, sometimes people call it the same thing. They it's elusive. People don't know, the names of it. But when it comes to anatomy, right, we know knowledge is power, both for personal pleasure and for fostering better connections with partners, healthcare providers. And a lot of what is out there or commonly known is incomplete or misunderstood, right? There's I don't know if y'all remember that TikTok video where people go on the street and just ask questions, be like, where is the vulva? And people are like, oh, I don't know, or where's the vagina? Oh, here. Or they're pointing in all sorts of different directions. They don't even know where anything is. And so with that said, we're going to dive a little bit into the intricacies of external and internal clitoris, the most sensitive areas of the vulva, and the science really behind the pleasure. So this is kind of the little tidbit of what's to come, right? But understand, please know the difference between a vulva and vagina, okay? Vulva is that outside part, okay? Vulva and vagina are not the same thing. A lot of times people conflate the two or think they are the same thing, but they are not. The vulva, again, refers to the external genitalia, which includes the clitoris, the labia, the vaginal entrance, right? While the vagina is the internal muscular canal that connects the vulva to the cervix and the uterus, if you have one, right? So understand, inside, it's the internal muscular canal, right? Vulva outside, vagina inside. So we do have to understand one of the most powerful players when it comes to the vulva is the clitoris, okay? Now, when we think of the clitoris, a lot of times people think of only the external clitoris, which is sometimes small, sometimes big, sometimes visible, sometimes not so quite as visible, but located where the inner labia meet, right? The clitoris has far more than what meets the eye, right? It has thousands of nerve endings. I think it's 8,000 in the external portion alone, right? Not considering all of the underneath stuff, right? And it's solely dedicated to pleasure. We have the clitoris for our pleasure. But because the clitoris is so vast, we have to understand that the true magic is actually part on the inside. So the internal clitoris extends deep inside the body, forming like a wishbone-like structure. I feel like I want to put things on, put things out there, put my little, my little things, but I feel like it's going to get blurred or taken down or something. So I'm going to avoid that. But understand, it's like a wishbone-like structure. You could just quick Google search. And it has the two crura, which are the legs that wrap around the vaginal canal. And additionally, the bulbous structures known as the vestibular bulbs swell with blood during arousal, enhancing sensitivity and pleasure. And those are really found on the outer or underneath the outer labia. Okay. So the bulbs, the legs are all there kind of wrapped around. And we have to understand the most sensitive parts are definitely going to be, number one, the clitoris, right? And the vaginal entrance or the introitus, right? The clitoris, we know the most nerve dense organ, You can do direct or indirect stimulation of the external and internal clitoris that can create intense pleasure. Some of us like outer pleasure, some of us like inner pleasure. It's really up to you. But different types of touch, from gentle caresses to rhythmic pressure, can really activate this pleasure place, this center. Then we have the vaginal interest, which is the introitus, right? We have the opening, which is the opening of the vagina. And it's a highly sensitive area right in the opening there, okay? The nerve endings here contribute to lots of pleasurable sensations during penetration or external touch. But unlike the deeper areas of the vaginal canal, which have fewer nerve endings, the entrance is rich in sensitivity. So it's really important to know your anatomy, period. And it's crucial for several reasons. One, enhance your pleasure. If you know all about your body, or you know about someone else's body, which areas to respond best to touch, it allows for more satisfying solo and partnered experiences. In addition, you can have some better communication, not only with yourself, but with your lovers, right? When you know your body, you can express your desires more clearly to a partner, leading to a more fulfilling sexual encounter. And of course, improved sexual health. Awareness of your anatomy helps you recognize, hey, this is normal, or maybe, oh, this is not normal. Maybe there's an idiosyncrasy here. Something's happening here. But you can identify any kind of potential concerns early if you are aware, again, which helps your own sexual health. And then in addition, it's also about deconstructing myths, right? Misinformation about female anatomy has historically contributed to, shame, inadequate education. And we know knowledge empowers individuals to embrace themselves fully and lead their most authentic life, right? So here's the thing. There's the science of pleasure as well. We have all these happy hormones that are released during stimulation, right? We have to understand that our pleasure isn't just about the physical sensations themselves, although that's a lot. It's also a chemical experience, right, in the brain. So when the clitoris and the vaginal entrance are stimulated, the brain releases several feel-good hormones that contribute to arousal, bonding, and relaxation. So we have dopamine, which is our reward hormone, right? It enhances pleasure, enhances motivation, makes us want to get out there. We have oxytocin, which is often called the love hormone, which oxytocin fosters emotional bonding and deepens feelings of intimacy. We also have endorphins, which are natural pain relievers, which produce a sense of euphoria and relaxation. And then, of course, serotonin, this mood regulating neurotransmitter, enhances overall well-being and satisfaction. So we have to know that basically, like, these hormones are great. These are feel good. These are happy hormones. They get released. Let's release them. Let's free them. But anyway, we have to know that anatomy is complex, right? It's fascinating. It's deeply connected to our pleasure, our well-being. And whether we are exploring by ourselves or with a partner or many partners, understanding the internal and external structures of the vulva and vagina can enhance our experience and promote a positive relationship with your body, right? So by embracing this knowledge, we create a more informed and pleasure positive culture for everyone. So take the time to explore, ask questions, celebrate your body's remarkable ability to experience pleasure. Please, please, please. And if you haven't, please check out my blog. I have so many tips around the vulva and vagina, like 3 relief tips when you have, people called it pink balls or horny crotch pain. I have a vulva 101, and then also just ways to cherish your own vagina, 7 ways to cherish your vagina. So check out those blogs and really see what you can do when you think about sort of your own anatomy and your own pleasure. So thank you all so much for joining me today. But know that we are all wired differently, and that to find places is to be exploratory. And so I really, really encourage you to please explore your body, explore other people's bodies. All right, y'all. That is it for today. Thank you all so much for joining me. Just a quick little little tidbit in there. Again, if you have questions, please feel free to DM me. And please catch me in Atlanta at the end of this month. I will be at Starship and super excited about that. Excuse me. We're going to be talking all about kink. We're going to do some sadistic sampling, a little kink tasting lab. I'm going to be in Woodstock, Georgia on the 28th. So please come and check me out there. And I think that's about it. And if you're going to Kink Fest, y'all, come and see me. I'm teaching 3 classes. I'll be heading the grounding lounge as well as I'm part of the team there. So super excited about KF. I just got my demo bottom for my sensual PUSSY torture class. And so I'm super excited about that. And there'll be cameras. We have 3rd cameras, big cameras, because I don't know if you've ever been in Kink Fest, but it's just like a huge, huge place. And so we're going to have cameras and it'll be on that. So I'm super excited. Anyway, thank you all for joining me today. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, again, please feel free to reach out to me. And I will talk to you all soon. Thank you all so much and have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. And I hope you enjoy this fun afternoon delight. All right. Bye, y'all.